Guys, welcome back. तपाईँहरूलाई सबैलाई स्वागत छ. So today we have a 2019 Toyota RAV4. About to replace the wheel bearing on that one. I have to be somewhere, so I'm just gonna keep it like simple. So just follow me. This one, it's a passenger front. So I'm gonna show you how to replace it. It's very easy, very simple. The first thing first, I always lock your wheels. So I have a hydraulic jack, but always use the jack stand right here for the safety. So it doesn't even this one fails. This one's still holding the car. So just for the safety, just use both. Takes 21 sockets. So we're just gonna put the wheels right under the car. That's extra safety right there. So we're just gonna take the whole thing out, like the caliper and the caliper bracket. So there is bolt right here, 17, and has to be one more down there. You see that one? 17. So we got two bolts. Let's take the caliper. So guys, once you get the caliper bracket out, just put him to the side. So we got the hub and the wheel bearing right here, but we gotta get the axle nut out. You see down there, the axle nut is like kind of pinched or bent, like right here. So first you gotta fix that. You gotta make it straight before you do anything. So now that looks straight to me. Let's get sockets that goes for your lock nuts. In this one, it's 30. So the axle nut is out. Always remove your speed sensor and just put him to the side anywhere. Get this bolt right here. There's gonna be 4 bolts holding the wheel bearing and the hub. As you can see right here, one's gonna be in top right here, and same with the other side. So there's gonna be 4 bolts. So guys, we got the 4 bolts out. So everything's out. So the next step's gonna be you gotta get these bolts out, the lower ball joints. Three bolts. So to get the ball joints off from the lower control arm, you just gotta push down the lower control arm. This one right here. Might need a pry bar or something like that. Just alright. That's out of the way. So the next one is get the axle out. So always use a rubber hammer for that one. So the axle's out. So for the wheel bearing, let's just use a hammer for that one, you know. Guys, look at this. See that? It's coming out. You got lucky. Let's go. Ooh, ooh, beautiful. So before you install the new wheel bearing, always clean this surface right here, where the like wheel bearing sits, you know, and the inside. See all this rust? That's gonna make your life way easier when you put the new one in. So everything looks good. It's nice and clean. The inside nice and clean, no rust. All right, guys, it's ready to go back in. So always don't forget the backing plate. So guys, the next step is put the wheel bearing in. I got all the bolts in, so just make sure it's tight, you know, or you can just look up the torque spec for this one. So guys, the new wheel bearing and the hub, it's in. So the next step is you gotta put the axle in. Pull this thing out a little bit. We have the axle in. So the next one is you got, remember these lower ball joints, you gotta put them in these holes right here with the lower control arm. That's the next step. You might need help from someone else, but let's give it a try. All right, guys, the lower ball joints in. You know, I'm just built different. You know. So the next step is just put the bolts back for the lower ball joints. All right, guys, everything's back together. So next one is put the lock nuts back. It's gotta go back, you know. So guys, the next one is we're just gonna use the torque wrench to just torque the bolt on this one. Put your rotors back. Just use the lock nuts to hold this thing in. So get your caliper back in and just make sure your caliper bolts are tight, you know. Next, your speed sensor has to go back. So we're just gonna put the tires back. It's gonna be quick and easy. So guys, everything has been done. If you wanna do it at home, it's probably gonna be the same step for other cars, and probably gonna need a different size sockets and maybe a few special tools, but the steps gonna be the same. So you can just do it at home. You're just gonna need some tools. You can just buy it. Go to Harbor Freight, Home Depot. It's cheaper down there. And thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next week.